What's up, guys? This is Antonio from Buckeye Nation. Just got out of a war with Bobson family. They're an Asian level 10 clan. Very good clan. They fought us pretty well. They have great bases. As you can see, they were averaging 90.4% per attack, which is pretty great. And we were averaging 93.3%. We were able to edge them out in a pretty hard fought battle. It was really refreshing going against a level 10, Chinese or Japanese clan that wasn't modding. So, because we're a fair play clan and we don't do that personally. So I'm going to show you some replays. Number one, we had Messi New attack it, and he had a pretty solid attack against basically max, close to max Town Hall 11. So he's going to come in at 9 o'clock with the Golem and some Whiz. I think he went a little bit heavy here at the beginning on Whiz, a little heavier than I would have went personally. And I think he was trying to penetrate a little bit deeper into the base to get some of these exterior defenses out of the way. It didn't go exactly as planned, but it didn't really matter. He was able to destroy this base. So he's going to come in from the southwest side and freeze the Infernos. And having level 40 heroes is just phenomenal. I know this is a tough base because it's level 11. It looks a little bit intimidating having the Eagle Artillery up top. A lot of people think they have to attack that first, but that's not always the case. Especially when you have max heroes like this, because they are just tanks and they can take a lot of damage. Although the Eagle Artillery did take out all his golems and his BK just a second ago. So I'm going to fast forward, and he gets a solid 2-star on this base. Next up, I'm going to show Bob's replay. He is one of many replays that we have this war that ran out of time. This is just a week after the new update, where there's only 3-minute attacks instead of 3.5-minute attacks, and he was a victim of it. He is a 3-star machine against Town Hall 10s, max Town Hall 10s, and he would have had another one here. So he's going to start an AQ walk up top. A lot of people would think that you would have to start it closer to the Town Hall, but if you can maneuver your Archer Queen the right way and get her to path in the right direction towards your core attack group, then you're pretty golden. And he is excellent at maneuvering his Archer Queen. So he's able to break in here at the 9 o'clock side in that complete opposite direction of the Town Hall, but he knew he could really dig into this base. So I'm going to fast forward just a little bit, and he's going to start tearing into it. His Archer Queen at 9 o'clock is going to bust through this wall and follow up the rest of his offense. So he has this jump right by the Town Hall to get his golems to go down there and distract all the defenses, and his Warden and Archer Queen up top. And unfortunately, like I said, he ran out of time on this attack. Otherwise, he would have had 3-star if he had that extra 30 seconds. But let me fast forward through it here. He's going to end up with basically full health on his Archer Queen at the end of this, and ran out of time. Next attack we're going to go to, also we had, I think it's number 5, Messi New, ran out of time on his attack at a 92%, which was unfortunate. So I'm going to show you Agent 47's attack. He used a Golavaloon attack, and a lot of people use 2 golems when they go in on this attack, but he changed it out and supplemented one of the golems for a hound, which was a great idea. So his goal right here is to take out 1 air defense up top along with the Archer Queen. Great job funneling. His heroes went directly center. and they're able to do that pretty easily. Take out all the defenses right in this little nook here in this corner. And then he has 4 hounds instead of the typical 2 or 3 that people use in Golavaloon attacks. And he's going to attack at 9 and 3 o'clock simultaneously, having his loons follow up behind here. So I'm going to fast forward until he drops. So now he dropped them in, and he had the loons go in first, and then drop the hounds just because they're a little slower units. Has rage. Typically I like to use a little more haste than rage because loons are able to destroy everything except for expos. One hit if you have doubled up loons. And the hounds are able to pop perfectly last second, and just a million pups flying around. So he wrecks the space. Ton of loons left, and he's able to clear it pretty easily. Next, I'm going to jump to my attack. Pretty nice design here on this base. But it was a pretty quick attack. I'm a Town Hall 9.5, dropping down to clear a Town Hall 9. We had another 9.5, the Very Kind guy, attack it previous to me. He had a great attack on this base. Unfortunately, he ran out of time. He had a 99% Lavaloon variation, and it just didn't work out. But being a 9.5, I'm able to have the extra troops and the extra brute force to just pummel through it. And sometimes it's a little better to do it that way than use finesse. So what I did here is I dropped 3 golems on the southwest side here. And I'm trying to distract all the defenses up top here. Let me try and pull this out. Whoop. And try and destroy all the pieces in this little Tetris-like corner so that my Valks and the rest of my my core squad don't wander off. Sometimes with Valks, they'll take the jump and they will just wander off. If I didn't take out this corner piece, they might have went to the exterior of the base. So I'm just going to pause it in 1 second here. Once my Archer Queen takes the jump and jumps to the core, what people don't do with logo wipe attacks is sometimes they drop their loons too early or too late. With the Archer Tower distracted here, I'm able to drop 2 loons in clusters while everything's distracted, and they just tear everything up. Drop them down here and then up top while the Archer Towers are distracted, and just decimated this base. I think I had close to 140 troops left or 120 left. But not to brag because I'm a Town Hall 9.5. So then the next attack I'm going to show, Vizhay, he had a great war. He had 2 3-star attacks. I'll show his against number 13. So what he's going to do here, he's going to start on the 3 o'clock side and start the funneling process, getting the Wiz to take out all the exterior junk, and then use the jump spell to get them to the core, along with the Valkyries behind it. And with these new time constraints, with the 3 minutes, a Govaho has become a phenomenal attack choice for a lot of bases, especially a lot of anti-3-star bases. And the goal is to take away any chances of hitting a double giant bomb. You know there's going to be a double giant bomb by this expo at about 7 o'clock here. And by having that expo taken out, he now reroutes the path of these hogs. So he is able to just destroy this base. I think he started with 19 hogs. He probably ends with about 15 to 17 right here at the end, and just pummels this base. Gonna jump down to 14. PG Fighter took this base out. He's our heaviest Town Hall 9.5, and he has very strong heroes. Typically a lot of people use 4 healers on their Archer Queen, but when you're this powerful, 30 plus heroes, and you're attacking in Town Hall 9, 3 will do just fine. So he goes up top, uses an EQ to open up the base, and is going to use a Go Wipe with Valks behind it, and funnels it in, rages it, and he's going to take out this Lava Hound. That's just they're just pests, very annoying to deal with them. While his AQ is down south, just taking out this base. It's always great having such powerful heroes. I wish I did. Mine are only around 20. But he can just steamroll bases like this. Comes around and has no problem 3-ing this base. I think the last attack I'm going to show is by Alex. He's a true Town Hall 9, which I've been showing a couple Town Hall 9.5s and 10s and 11s previously, but he had a really nice attack. So he's going to use a Lava Loon attack with the pretty typical troop composition, using 2 golems. Perfectly placed jump spell so that they're able to get to the compartment with the Town Hall in it, and goes pretty well. He uses a rage and a heal spell, which I highly recommend on Go Lava Loon attacks, so that you can really take out these defenses. And he just tears the space up. Typically, you're able to get 2 air defenses on an attack like this before dropping your hounds and loons, but he drops a second rage here right in the core, and he's able to take out 3 air defenses before he even drops any hounds. So he's gonna loon the perimeter here, and he destroys this base. Great timing on the hounds as well. They're both going to pop right at the end. One already popped here, but he has a bunch of loons backing up, so the pups are protected. And then this final hound right here by this whiz tower just pops last second. So now he has all these pups here to clean up for him. And it was a great attack by Alex. So this was a fun war. The previous war wasn't very fun. We won. We had 90 stars. Perfect war. Wasn't a very experienced clan. Our only blemishes this war really were because of time. 21, we had 3 different people fail on time. We had a 99, a 98, and 97%. And 22, we had 2 or 3 people do the same thing. It's quite unfortunate not having the extra 30 seconds, because you're not able to use as much elaborate attacks. Sometimes queen walks are ruined because of it. But overall, it was a good war, and they had the same trouble our opponents did. I think we had 9 overall that failed on time, and they had 8 or 9 as well. But pretty good war overall. It was a fun war.